The agenda for our session is we'll be learning what is artificial intelligence, what is deepfake, the technologies used behind deepfakes, the tools and softwares used for creating deepfakes, case study about deepfake attacks, how to detect deepfake, positive applications of deepfake in various industries. It's not always things that we do are bad for deepfakes. Yeah, there are positive applications also, so we'll be learning about them. Now, the very first thing is we know that deepfake is a part of artificial intelligence, right? Everyone has heard about it, everyone knows about it. So, my question is that if I want to define artificial intelligence, how can we do that? So, artificial intelligence, if you are talking about, so it is a simulation of human intelligence, right? In machines that are programmed to think, learn, and solve problems like humans, right? And AI, it encompasses various subfields and techniques which are designed to enable machines to perform tasks that would typically require human intelligence, right? So the machines can now do decision making, language understanding, visual perception, and many more things, right? Now, if I talk about the different parts of artificial intelligence, because nowadays we have only heard about the word that there is a word goes by the name artificial intelligence, but is it only artificial intelligence or are there different things behind that? Have you thought of it ever? So the thing is that AI also contains machine learning, right? Now, when we are talking about machine learning, what is that? It is a subset of artificial intelligence that involves the development of algorithms, which allows the computer to learn from and make predictions or decisions based on the data, right? So in machine learning, if someone is from the background, so you might have heard about different types of machine learning, like we have supervised learning, right? Then we have unsupervised also. Then we also have reinforcement learning, right? These are the different types of machine learning, right? So when you have a data set, right, when you have a lot of data, right, and you have labeled it, right, you have given the labels to the data, then that is supervised learning. Unsupervised learning, if we are talking about, it identifies the patterns in the unlabeled data. So let's say I'm saying that I have some data related to last 10 days of the weather, right? So what was the pattern of the data, how the weather was changing, and according to that, what will happen? It will do the prediction. My model will do the prediction that for next 10 days, what will be the weather, right? Then there is reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is basically used when your model is interacting with your environment. So if your it's your network, right? Your model is interacting with your network and then checking that what kind of traffic is going on in the whole network, what traffic arrives, what traffic goes out of the network, and what all things are happening in the network. And using that whole data, your reinforcement learning model is learning, right? And then predicting the things, then doing some actions. That's your reinforcement learning, right? Then we also have something you might have heard, deep learning, right? So deep learning is what? It is again the subset of machine learning, right? So it uses neural networks with many layers, right, to analyze various levels of abstraction in data, right? So let's say I'm creating a model, right? It is basically recognizing the images. That's what? That's deep learning. So many of the times, like when like this machine learning artificial intelligence was new, so we used to create models, and in these models, like we have given these models to lots of like universities, right? For like attendance is a time consuming process in these universities, so we have given those models to the universities so that just by facial recognition a student's attendance will be marked, right? That's image recognition. Speech recognition, When you are speaking, only then the mobile phone will be unlocked. That's a part of deep learning, right? Then you might also have heard about natural language processing, right? So natural language processing, that's a field of artificial intelligence which is focused on the interaction between computers and humans through natural language. So let's say I'm saying that right now I'm developing a chatbot. Chatbot is what? Chatbot is created using natural language processing, right? Your language translation, how it is happening using natural language processing, right? Then you also have computer vision. So I'm creating a project, and that project is doing what is just I'm showing the objects to my camera, and my model is predicting that what that object is. So computer vision enables machines to interpret and make decisions based on the visual data, right? And then you might have heard about all these things, some like somewhere at some point of time. But have you heard about something known as expert systems? So expert system is, again, it is an AI program that mimic the decision making abilities of a human expert, right? And this is basically used in medical diagnosis, right? You create a model. So let's say, like back in the old days, I created a model which used to predict if just by giving the symptoms of the person, it used to predict if a person has cancer or not, right? So that's for medical diagnosis. For that you need an expert system, right? You cannot uh, afford errors there, right? There should be accuracy, right? And the accuracy of the models, like we in percentage we find out the accuracy of the models, and the accuracy should be more than 98%, right? It should be 99%, 99.9%. That much accuracy you need, because if something goes wrong, it will be harmful for us, right? So those are called expert systems. Financial analysis they can do, technical support they can give, right? Those are expert systems, that at what point of time what reply you have to give to the user, right? Now that is AI. How we how it is used in cybersecurity, how it is impacting the cybersecurity. So recently you might have seen there is a lot of hype for artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. So artificial intelligence is doing what? Artificial intelligence is it's revolutionizing the field of cybersecurity by providing advanced tools, right? Techniques to detect, prevent, and respond to cyber threats. Even attackers are using machine learning models to perform the attacks, right? Check how the network traffic is going, then performing the attack on the basis of bypassing the firewalls, right? But mostly it is used for safeguarding your data, your network, your applications, right? So what it can do, right, like threat detection, right? Now when we talk about threat detection, what it does, it performs anomaly detection or malware detection, right? So anomaly detection means AI algorithms can analyze the network traffic, they can analyze the user behavior and system activities to identify anomalies that may indicate a cyber threat. Now, if you guys know, you have SIM solutions, right? Security incident event management solutions, like you have QRadar, you have Splunk, right? You can implement artificial intelligence in the SIM solutions. You can integrate artificial intelligence, and on the basis of that, it may give you the output, right? That's anomaly detection. Malware detection. So you can create machine learning models that can be trained to recognize patterns which are associated with malware, right? Known malware signatures. So you have malware signatures, like every time, like whenever attack happens, so IOCs are released, right? Indicators of compromise. So there will be signatures of the malware. On the basis of those signatures, your machine learning algorithm, it will detect that how it's working. And if any traffic arriving into your network, it is matching that traffic signature, it is matching to the signature which is in the database or not. If it is matching, then it will be blocking the malicious files, right? Then incident response. Now, what is incident response? That whenever any incident happens in the organization, whenever any hack happens or anything, any like downtime you have to face, so at that time, how your AI is helping. You have automated response. Now, before any forensic investigator arrives or incident responder arrives, right, which we call first responder. So the first responder arrives, AI powered systems, they can automatically respond to certain types of threats, and they can even isolate the affected systems. They can block the IP addresses, they can apply the patches, right? So AI, it can analyze big amount of threat data from various sources to provide actionable intelligence and predict the future attacks also, right? Then it can also perform security analytics, right, like behavior analysis. So AI can monitor and analyze user behavior to detect suspicious activities that deviate from normal patterns, right? AI systems can correlate data from multiple sources to identify complex attack patterns and provide a comprehensive view of threats, right? Fraud detection it can do, so it can continuously monitor transaction and user activities to detect and prevent fraudulent activities in real time, right? And even machine learning models, they can identify patterns, right, which indicate fraudulent behavior, which are even not previously seen. So it learns from the older patterns, and if a new pattern arrives, so there are chances that it will basically stop them, right? Then no, lots of phishing attacks happen. Now, phishing means that attacker is sending you malicious emails, right? And on the basis of that, like if you're receiving an email and you received an email that, hi, this is the CEO of your company and we want the transaction details of this year or financial transaction of this year, 24-25. So there are chances that you will believe them, right? But AI can analyze the email content and metadata of the email and identify the phishing attempts and block them before they reach users, right? So artificial intelligence, it is transforming the cybersecurity by enhancing the ability to detect, prevent, and respond to threats in more efficient and more effective manner. So by leveraging AI, organizations, they can stay ahead of cyber criminals and better protect their sensitive data and systems, right?